All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Turf Talks by Race Mirror. I have with me Fahad. Fahad, thank you so much for joining us.
My pleasure, Yasser. Great to be back.
And I think tomorrow is going to be a tough one for our racing patrons. We have three centers lined up. That is, we have Madras, we have Bombay, and we have Hyderabad racing together.
Yeah, it's going to be a hectic day, not only for us, for the punters as well. And let's hope they have a time for taking out their books and the study and their thing for the selections for the day.
Absolutely. So let's quickly move on to our Madras analysis, which is the first race, the mystical Narastic Cup, a Class 5 race to be run over 1200 meters. But, I think that Haran has been a consistent performer in this one, in this set, has the weight advantage and has Shah Farid Ansari riding Haran, followed by Antigua, who's been thereabouts, and the other two, which I think is your horse, which is Glorious Victory and Priceless Treasures, which could be the troublemakers. Your thoughts on the first one?
Yes, going with the form, yes, definitely. Number eight, Haran is one for the known folk. I mean, he's been very consistent. Now with Farid Ansari, the trainer has taken a 3.5 kgs off more, so that gives it an even more better chance to be right up there. And the horse which cannot be neglected here is a just horse which just come down in class number one, full of surprise. This is a very speedy horse and a very good type. It's not a horse to be running in this class. And let's see what his intentions and what the things are, how it runs accordingly. My horse is a very moody customer. He doesn't run his races alike. I mean, he's a very troublesome horse in work, and now maybe if he decides to put his best foot forward by, and definitely he'll make them all run. So these two or three horses come into my reckoning, and the dark one, like we just said a little while earlier, is Antigua. And Mr. Chirin Abraham has got some good runners tomorrow. We have to watch out his runners.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. And I hope that our racing patrons have taken a note of that. Quickly moving on to the second race, which is the Golden Kumar Cup. Again, a Class 4 race to be run over 1600 meters. There are 11 in this one, Fahad, and I think I can't see past Dear Lady in this one. Strong contender, followed by your horse, Mystical Magician, who finished a good third last time out, and the bottom weighted Windsor Walk.
Yes, Yasser very rightly said. Dear Lady is the horse on the form and a good second last time out. And I'm sure definitely the step up in distance will definitely help this Dear Lady. She's a big rangy filly, ampler, and definitely she wants more ground in her race. And this is the horse we all have to beat. Mystical Magician has been a very true horse. He's been running his game races. He's always been in the money. This time I've decided to go with the boy with the stick on. So maybe that would give an advantage to him. He might run a better race because he won with PS Kaviraj in the lower class. Yes, this is a higher class meeting a better, stronger company, but nevertheless he'll run a game race. So these two horses have the upper hand from a just demoted horse as number one King's Walk. So these three horses on form, yes, right up there. And Windsor Walk definitely just on handicap. Handicap in the sense because he ran a good third last time in the lower class,
Correct.
but in the higher class he might just need beating a little better horse.
Okay. And there's a maiden horse in this first one, which is Miss Mastery, multi-dimensional out of Blue Sky. Your thoughts on that one?
See, mastery is unheard of, but wonderfully bred in the blue, purple, and you know he's got all the credentials on bloodline. But without seeing a horse performance in the thing, it's a little difficult. First outing, let's see how it performs. If it's got the blood in him, I'm sure he'll make them all run.
Absolutely. All right, then let's move on to the third race of the day, which is the Royal Black Gold Cup Division 1, a Class 3 race to be run over 1000 meters. Fahad, your picks in this.
I would go with number six and four. That's Timeless Romance and Ginsberg. Timeless Romance has the horse in form. He has corrected himself by not going too wide in turn. He's coming with payoff from behind also. He is a horse who's in form. And Ginsberg, if when goes to front, will run a great race. So these two horses have the upper hand over a good horse, which will definitely be right up there in the money, is number 8 Augusta. Celeritas, yes, penalized for his last win. That's where I'm going a little off her. But other than that, these three horses have a strong hold in this race.
Absolutely, Fahad. I couldn't agree more on this one with you, so I coincide with you on this one. So then let's quickly move on to the fourth race, which is the Royal Black Gold Cup Division 2, a Class 3 race again to be run over 1,000 meters. Eight horses in this one, Fahad. I think that this is going to be a good race to watch out for in the likes of Zuccardi, Sinora Bianca, Single Mal, Miss Boss, Papa Rich. All of them have been knocking on the door, and I think speed will be a test here. So, your thoughts on this one?
Yes, definitely, it's going to be a very fast race. You have a horse called Grisha's Choice, who would be a very fast in this from Break the Silence. These are very fast horses. But the horse which has caught my eye is number 5, Miss Boss. Miss Boss ran nowhere last time, but it was a close run. Before that, ran twice third. This is a horse which will upset everybody's calculations over here and will strike it rich, I feel. So, Miss Boss from Senora Bianca, these two horses, and definitely yes, number 8, Zuccardi. So, these three horses are my 1, 2, 3 in this.
Absolutely, Fahad. Let's move on to the main feature race of the day tomorrow, which is the PT Rajan Memorial Cup, a Class 2 race to be run over 1,400 meters. We have nine horses in this one part, and to a kind note to our patrons that Rays of Sun has been withdrawn on veterinary grounds. So the field further reduces to eight runners now.
Well, Yasser, if this is the case, then number 1, Ayur Shakti. Ayur Shakti is run twice second this time, and I'm sure knocking on the door, it will definitely warrant attention in this. And on handicap, yes, no, number 9, Royal Monarch. So these Royal Monarch also has corrected his ways and struck form. So these two horses hold the upper hand in this particular one, followed by a good place right in the money. Always been a very consistent horse is number 8, Diamond and Pearls.
Absolutely, absolutely. And I think I completely agree with you on this one. And I also feel that on weight advantage, Empress Eternal could be the joker in the pack.
Yes, definitely, yes, yes, very true.
All right. With that, let's move on to the sixth race, which is the Ferry Red Pepper Cup Division 1, a Class 4 race to be run over 1,100 meters. 12 horses in this one, Fahad. Your thoughts?
Yeah, so this is going to be a very fast race again, and Hawk of the Wind pulled up lame last time out, was withdrawn. If all is well with him, I'm sure he's got the class to take this whole field. And followed by Sinatra. Sinatra has been a very consistent horse to knocking on the door. If draw is not a disadvantage, and I'm sure will take a lot of beating. And a horse to watch out for is number 4, King Roger. King Roger, again, like I just said in my beginning post, that Mrs. Jane Abraham some very good runners lined up for the day. This is also one of them. These two horses will run a great thing, and Black Label it jumps out well, and make sure that he doesn't he feels that 1100 is not too sharp. He'll be right up in the money.
All right. Let's move on to the concluding race of the day, which is the seventh race, which is the Ferry Red Cup Division 2, again to be run over 1,100 meters for Class 4 horses. 11 in this one, Fahad. Your picks.
Well, a lot of news has been heard about number 6, Planet Venus, looking well. Well-bred horse and drawn one with Yash, and with a stable of the fish is should have a good thing in this. And another horse which caught my eyes, number 7, Star of Liberty, ran a close fifth last time out was the first run of his of a career. Definitely must have come on a lot. Well-bred horse with Farid Ansari. One baby giving an weight to another one is difficult. So I think Star of Liberty will run a green race from number 1, Be Calm. So Be Calm doesn't drift out in straight and keeps the score straight will sure run a great race. So picking up a winner would be from Planet Venus, Star of Liberty, and Be Calm.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for that, Fahad. And I hope our patrons have made a note of that. With that, we come to end of another edition of Turf Talks by Race Mirror. Fahad, thank you once again for joining us.
My
And
pleasure, Yasser.
to our racing patrons, we'll be back with Sunday's card as well for Chennai. So stay tuned, and until then, we'll see you past the post. Do not forget to like and subscribe to our racing Race Mirror social media channels, and we'll be back with more racing content coming your way soon. Thank you.
Thank you so much.